Being scrapped is a train's worst fear. Being dismantled, ripped, and everything thrown into the melting pot to be used for something else, never to return again. There was one occasion I remember seeing Gordon in a siding near to the scrapyards. Recently, he had boasted to Emily, saying that express engines like him never pull goods trains. However, the Fat Controller put him on a goods train, and Emily saw everything. Now Gordon felt very much like a fool. He looked onwards to where the dead engines sat, and said to himself, "Oh well," he said, "I might as well end my life here. I've been such a fool. Might as well finish what's left of me." "Oh, don't be ridiculous," said a voice. "At least you didn't fall off a mountain like I did." "Who was that?" said Gordon. He looked carefully in the scrap. Then he noticed a steam engine's boiler with a face. "Hello," it said. "Who are you?" "I'm Gordon. Who are you?" "I'm Godred." "What are you doing here?" said Gordon, curiosity. "Well," said Godred, as he began to tell his story, "I used to work on the Coldefell Mountain Railway. Oh, it was lovely. I was specially designed to climb hills, you see. Every day I used to charge up that hill with all the steam and power I have. But when we're coming down, we don't use any steam. We just let gravity do all the work. But my driver will still always have his hand on the brake. And I also have automatic brakes as well, did you know? However, I never kept a good lookout. One of the engines told me that if I didn't keep a good lookout, I would have an accident. I never listened to him, or the others. I was too puffed up in the smoke box. I never learned sense. One day, I was climbing the hill, just as usual, but little did I know, it would be the last time I was going to climb that hill. There was a nasty corner on the way down, and if you don't keep a good lookout, you can go off it. Unfortunately, that's what happened to me. I was just rolling down the hill, looking anywhere besides the track. Then it happened. 1 minute I was on the track, the next, my driver and fireman jumped clear as I came right off the tracks and rolled all the way down to the bottom of the mountain. Luckily, my coach didn't come off the rails, and nobody was hurt, apart from one passenger who saw my driver and fireman jump, and he thought he might have jumped as well. Unfortunately, he landed his head on a rock, and he was never able to tell his story. They sent in some workmen to go and clear up the mess, but it wasn't until the next day when I returned to the yard. "I guess you got repaired when you arrived back at the yard," said Gordon. "No," said Godred. "They had no money to mend me, so I was sent to the back of the shed. They used some of my parts to mend the other engines, and what was left of me was just thrown away for scrap." Gordon could not believe his eyes. He thought he was bad enough for being boastful, but he never had heard an engine just been thrown away for scrap, or just because he had rolled off a mountain. Then Gordon smiled. "I'll tell you what, Godred," said Gordon. "I can ask my controller if he can restore you. I'm sure there's a railway on the mainland that I need in a mountain engine, but I can't promise you anything." "Oh, thank you, Gordon," said Godred. "You are so kind." And so Gordon's driver went to call the Fat Controller. The Fat Controller was sorting out some railway documents when he got the phone call. "So Gordon's found the next mountain engine, eh?" "Well, it's a good thing you actually called me," said the Fat Controller. The Caldyfell Mountain Railway have been needed another mountain engine for a while. Yes, of course. I will restore Godred to his former glory. Tell Gordon to find a crane and take him to Crovan's Gate. And so, Gordon found a small crane, loaded Godred onto a small wagon, and took Godred all the way to Crovan's Gate.